In the never-ending quest for getting the most amount of money in the least amount of time when selling your home, homeowners have started to ask, will my home vacant be easier to sell than if I was living in it? Now, the answer is a little bit complicated, but let's dive into it and we'll go through all the different options. Hi, I'm Mark Karten with Karten Real Estate Services in Queens, New York, and the market has changed. So we're about a month away from summer of 2022 and interest rates have gone up. So a home buyer's mortgage payments are in turn going up. So we're knocking a lot of people out of the market. The stock market has gone down precipitously. So people's nest eggs are smaller, and so they have less viability for purchasing power. And homeowners are getting a bit more serious. So they are lowering their prices because inventory is rising, more competition. Okay, so with all that said, it makes sense that a homeowner, if they had the option, would ask their agent if their home being empty is easier to sell. And it is easier to sell for a few different reasons. One is accessibility. So we don't have to make arrangements with families planning in and out, taking the dog out and having the home model ready. The house is going to be model ready for the most part. So accessibility is important. Having it decluttered and depersonalized so that it is neutral. That is the goal. Be neutral. So that's very helpful. And then as far as having it lightly staged, so it gives the impression of cleanliness and spaciousness and highest and best use. So, when a potential buyer is going through, they don't want an echo of totally empty, like a big canyon. They want to see light staging, so a seating arrangement and, a couple of items on the kitchen counter, but empty drawers, empty pantry with just a few items, empty walk-in closet. This is all big selling points. So now there's a downside. So the downside is that you want the house to be clean and somebody's got to come and clean it. So once a week, you need to have somebody who's going to stop in and make sure that the house is aired out, that the toilets are flushed, especially in the summer because the water evaporates. The P-trap, it's called, lets the sewer smell in, which is not a selling point. And we've got to be very careful about those things, okay? And then exterior, you want to make sure that your landscaping is taken care of, the lawn is mowed, that if there are garbage cans, that everything is put away, that any loose debris flying around is gone. Leaves during the fall and spring and fall and winter. There's always leaves. And, just anything that is going to make your home look less than perfect, you want to have taken care of. So you do need to have somebody who's keeping an eye on the house, mowing, trimming, doing all those wonderful things, okay? Beyond that, watch this video, which is the 12 steps to get the most amount of money, and I go through everything that's important for getting your house ready. So to answer the question, yes, a vacant home is easier because it's easier to gain access to, but it shouldn't be empty, it should be lightly staged. So we can do that visually with your photos, but when they come into the house, we want it to be optimally visually staged as well. Okay, I hope that answers your question. And if you have anything specific, I'm always here to help you sell your home. And I wish you the best of luck. Thanks for watching.